Good morning and welcome to our first episode. Today we're going to be reviewing the Honda HR-V VCIS. Back in 1998, Honda released the first ever generation of the Honda HR-V until it ceased production in 2006. Then, almost a decade later, Honda reintroduced the HR-V brand at the 2014 New York Motor Show. From 2015 onwards, the Honda HR-Vs being sold within Australia have been fitted with the 1.8 litre inline-4 engine producing 105 kilowatts of power and 174 newton meters of torque. Now let's talk about some of the features of the Honda HR-V range. The VTI and the VCIS come with a cloth trim on the seats, where the VTIL gets leather seating as standard. As well as that, with the VCIL you'll also get a sunroof and chrome accents. With the VCIS and the VCIL you have push start and traction control, which can be turned on or off by using a button by the driver's right. Insofar as steering and handling, the Honda HR-V handles relatively well around town and can take corners at speed if you need to in an emergency. Now, around the speedometer you will see a coloured ring. This is a handy little feature introduced by Honda in the HR-V to give you a guide as to how well you're driving as far as your economy. If you're driving relatively cautiously, low RPM, this ring will be green in colour. However, if you then decide or need to put your foot down, this colour will change. Now, one of the good things about this is that it can be customised. All Honda HR-Vs come with a 7-inch infotainment system, with newer models from about 2017 onwards having Apple CarPlay and Android Auto as standard. Completely touchscreen as well. There are 7 cup holders / bottle holders in the Honda HR-V, with 4 being in the front and 3 in the rear. There are also 3 18-volt charging stations, one in the front, one in the back seats, and one in the cargo area. Good if you need to charge something for camping or whatever the case may be. Now, all Honda HR-Vs come standard with a CVT transmission, so if you're looking for a manual, you're out of luck, I'm afraid. The cabin noise is relatively quiet, well dampened, unless you put your foot down with the CVT. Road noise, there isn't much of that due to that dampening. And insofar as travel, insofar as fuel economy, the Honda HR-V, the VTI, for example, has a 6.6 litre per 100 kilometre rated fuel average, and the VCIS and the VTIL, being a little bit heavier, they come out at 6.9 litres per 100 kilometres. All VCIS and VTILs come with a lane watch camera on the passenger's side mirror, which is handy if you are turning into or merging into oncoming traffic, or need to watch out for cyclists. You can also press a button, so this will activate if you press a button on the right hand side at the end of the indicator shift, or if you indicate left, it will automatically come on. This can be both good and at times a little bit annoying, depending on what you're doing. All Honda HR-Vs come fitted with a reverse camera as standard, and the VTIS and the VTIL pick up some relatively beneficial safety features, including electronic brake force distribution, brake assist, and city brake assist. Now, what I'm going to talk to you about there is the city brake assist. So what happens with that is if you, between 5 kilometers and 50, I believe it is, if you are getting a bit close to the car in front and it doesn't look like you're braking, the car will apply the brakes for you. It will also warn you that the system has been activated on its little heads-up display in the far right cluster. All Honda HR-Vs from the VTIS up come with a semi-touch screen air conditioning unit, with the VTIL getting dual zone air conditioning as well. Now let's talk a bit about the actual transmission and how it drives. On the whole, the CVT is relatively responsive. It can be a little sluggish if you have it in drive to get up and go if you need to overtake in a hurry. However, if you change that out to S mode, or as I like to call it, sports mode, that lag is reduced quite considerably actually. Now the infotainment system comes with Bluetooth connectivity. You also get underneath the drive line in the front, you get 2 USB connections, 1 HDMI connection, and as I mentioned earlier, your 18-volt charging port. Insofar as handling, the car suspension is rather on the stiff side. It handles well, but the ride can sometimes suffer for that stiffness on the suspension. All of the VTIS and VTILs come equipped with automatic wipers and automatic lights. Now, while on the topic of safety features and features in general, let's talk about airbags. The Honda HR-V range comes equipped with side curtain airbags on either side, side airbags for the seats, passenger and driver airbags, and I'm also led to believe it includes a knee airbag for the driver as well, I believe. It comes equipped with a 6-speaker system, so you can listen to all your music goes up pretty loud, so you don't have to worry about not being able to hear your favourite song. Now, the Honda HR-V does come with a leather steering wheel and leather gear shifts as standard on all models. You also get cruise control settings on the right of the steering wheel and your volume controls on your left, with cool features on the underside of the steering wheel, as well as settings to view through different information that is provided on the heads-up display on that far right cluster. On this cluster you can see your approximate fuel remaining, your average fuel consumption, any other warning lights or warnings that have come up, you can get information on them, and it will also provide you with a digital representation of your passengers and whether or not they have their seatbelts plugged in or not. The other cool feature as well is in this information on the heads-up display, it will also provide you with your average speed for your trip. So if you wanted to travel from, say, Brisbane to Sydney or what have you, you could, as long as you don't reset your trip meter when you fill up the fuel, you can actually determine the average speed that you've been doing, which is quite a handy feature. The other thing that you get along with that is the amount of time you've been driving. Through this heads-up display information, you will see how long you've been driving on your trip. Overall, we believe that the Honda HR-V range is suited to those who are starting a family or have already got a small family. With a 470 litre boot capacity and other various safety features, we believe this is ideal for those in that segment. Well, that's it for today's episode, guys. Stay tuned for more, and if you like what we do, be sure to hit the subscribe button.